Hello everyone, it's Kay here, long time no see, and I'm back with another little project. I have been inspired. My goodness me, it's been a while, I have to tell you. It's quite an odd situation, this having nothing crafty in your head to think about, not helped by the season and having to plan and arrange things. It just, just is such a chaotic time of the year, isn't it? However, I did have some time to watch a couple of people that I follow very regularly on YouTube, and I came up with this little project, and it has been a complete and utter inspiration to anyone that follows this lady. You will know exactly what it is I'm about to present. To those of you who don't, it's Carmen von Lokven, and I will leave a link to her channel. She is a very, very clever young lady, and I am privileged to own some of her makes following a giveaway that I did a little while ago, and Carmen very kindly took part and gave me such wonderful gifts. However, I was watching her channel yet again, and this is what I found, and it really is delightful, something completely different. It's just a card back like so, and the base of the card measures 5 3/4, roughly speaking, and then you just decorate it and turn it into a gift card, which is held together with a belly band. And you can see gaps and things in it, but it doesn't detract from the project. So if I very gently slide this off, I've just used a little topper in the centre of the belly band to add a bit of interest, gone around the edges of this envelope almost with some white paint just to distress it, and the back here that you could put a message on if you wanted to, or put another envelope on the back with a message in it, is just plain, as you can see. But when you open up the card, this is how it looks, and it really is a joy. Carmen did a seasonal version, but it is the kind of thing that you could use all year round, with little toppers, a little bit of glitter, as you can see, a bit of ribbon. I put on some corrugated card and just highlighted the groovy bits with a little bit of white paint smudged in. Excuse the glare, I've got a lot of glitter, and I did Mod Podge the centre there just to give it a little bit more stability and a little bit of a better look. I didn't like the matte look of the topper. The little handmade ribbon here with a flat back pearl. I've used a little bit of foiled music paper down on either side, covered the inside of the envelope aspect, and it actually measures, when it's all opened out, 8 1/4 inches almost squared. So an A4 sheet of card does the trick beautifully. A little cluster of wild orchid craft flowers down in the corner. I've deliberately left the craft edge all round about, and some of my layering is a little bit squiffy. I can just notice that now while I'm looking at it again. But it is, and I've used a tiny little bit of lace just to keep the overall shabby chic effect. It's hot off the press, you'll have to excuse it. The little bit of extra attention, spider webs and things from the glue gun, which I will deal with. But I just was so pleased with it, I thought I'd better come along and share it whilst I'm in a position to be able to film. Excuse the shadowing, it's that time of day. It would, I think, lend itself to going through the post if it wasn't quite as dimensional as I've made it with the flowers. Perhaps if I'd left those off, it would have closed up together really, really nicely, and it would have fitted into another envelope and gone through the post quite effectively. But I just felt, as I've got the roses on the embossed paper that I've used, it would just all marry up and give it that special look. I've also got a little bit of dotty paper here underneath the topper, which I've just distressed around the edges. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The toppers, I'll just show you, I purchased from I can't remember, Lemon Craft, that's right, and they're on the internet, and you get all of these gorgeous toppers, and you can just cut them out and use them as you will, but it is such a lovely topper to use. So, you know, it's on good quality paper, and the detail on the toppers, if I bring it up, is really quite lovely. And that's Lemon Crafts. Let me see, yeah, just Lemon Crafts scrapbooking paper made in Poland, but beautiful papers, a lovely company to buy from, very reasonable on postage and packaging and so on. So if you've not tried them and fancy a bit of a change, do go along and check them out. And that is my project, a little bit of, you know, something pretty, which I thoroughly adore, so I will go on to make more of those. I've got another 5 toppers on the sheet, so goodness knows what I'll do, but I will use them up in this kind of project because it is wonderful. I'd like to thank Carmen for her inspiration, and also my dear friend Janet Stokes, who has weathered my grouchiness over not finding anything that I've wanted to craft. And it is about wanting to do something at the end of the day, isn't it, sadly? But there's been very little, and I've used time of year as a reason not to sort of knuckle down and get on with something. So I hope you've enjoyed this little catch up with me. I'd also take the opportunity to wish everyone a fabulous Christmas. It is almost upon us. To those who don't enjoy the Christmas period, just eat, drink and be merry anyway. It's a good excuse as any. And I would wish you all a very happy new year, and wish you every success in it. It's a bit daunting, another year passing along and going out of the window, but for lots and lots of people it's maybe not been the best year they've ever had. So with that said, I would wish you a better year next year. Take care everyone. I will hope to be back before the festivities are over and done with, but you know, it's very much dependent on what's going on. So take care. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Happy crafting everyone. Bye bye for now.